Our target is nothing less than 100 on 100 will do. So, towards that direction, we are all moving, and I know you're all with me in home science. We have already discussed the paper pattern, we have seen the sample paper, we were doing a few MCQs, and let us now begin with few case study based questions. So, the section C is case study based question. This will have 7 questions, 4 from the first case studies, 3 for the second case study. Each will carry 1 mark, so total 7 marks for 7 questions in case studies. Let's start with the first case study. Line is defined as a mark that connects 2 points. ठीक है? It has a beginning and an end. This is a line. When used as an element of design, it indicates the shape of things. Straight lines are rigid, unbroken lines and create different effects depending upon their direction. They also express mood and indicate force, strength, rigidity. Yes, they do. Vertical lines emphasize the height and give the effect of slimness, severity, and dignity. See, it gives the impact of length and reserve. Horizontal lines signify sideways movement and create illusion of width and reduce height. So it increases height and this decreases height. They are parallel to the ground and give stable and placid effect. Diagonal lines increase or decrease width and height. If the diagonal lines are this, they increase the height, and if they are like this, they increase the width. The curved lines are the ones with any degree of roundness. These are all curved lines. The degree of roundness determines the curve. They give the impression of femininity and daintiness. These are all the curved lines. Clear? Now let's move over to the questions. 15th question. Which element of design provides movement and determines the direction? Which element of design? It is the line. We were reading about the lines, and lines provide the movement. This movement could be in this direction, or any of the other direction. Clear? So the option is C. Now 16th, what do vertical lines signify? Upward movement. हाँ बिल्कुल, साइड तो हो ही नहीं सकता, डायगनल और कर्व नहीं, they signify upward movement. Very simple question. The right answer is A. 17th, which of the following lines create dramatic effect? Which lines create dramatic effect? Horizontal lines, vertical lines, curved lines, or the diagonal lines? Dramatic effect is generally created by the diagonal lines. It could be created in this manner. Then you can have like this. These are all diagonal lines. Okay, so they create an impact or dramatic effect. That is why many of the times you would have seen asymmetric designs. Which of the following is an incorrect statement? Hue is the name of the color. It is. Intensity is the dullness or brightness of the color. It is. Shapes are made by connecting. This is also right. All of them seem right. Parabola is not a curved line. Yes, this is wrong. This is a parabola and this is a curved line. So parabola is a curved line. We have finished off with the 18th question. Now we move over to the second case study, which is, let's see from which lesson? Smoking, baking, perishable foods. Again, this is from lesson number 5 and 6. The processed foods. Various methods to preserve food items after harvesting or slaughtering have been practiced since prehistoric times. Commonly used conventional methods are sun drying, controlled fermentation, salting, pickling, candying, roasting, smoking, baking, using spices as preservative. We make use of them in murabbas, spices, achar, sauces. Perishable foods that spoil quickly within 1 day or two, like milk and meat. Semi-perishable foods that last for 1 to 2 weeks, like fruits and vegetables. Non-perishable foods that last for 1 year, like grains. So these are 3 types of foods. Along with this, we had packaged foods. The concepts associated with food processing are reducing or eliminating microbiological activity. Microbes, they destroy the food and deteriorate the quality of food, which causes food spoiling, and other factors which influence food spoilage. This is a very important chapter. If you have forgotten it, you don't remember it, Just go back, I'll give you a link here, revise it and then attempt the question answers. Spinach is an example of non-perishable food, perishable food, semi-perishable or frozen. If you don't remember, socho, how much time does spinach last? So it is a perishable food. B. The option is B. Let's move ahead. Question number 20. Bacteria grow at any temperature between dash, which is called the danger zone. 10 to 60, 9, 5 to 65 or 5 to 60. It's 5 to 60. 4 degrees you have in the refrigerator, and most of the times the bacteria is not very active in the refrigerator. So this temperature is called the danger zone from 5 to 60 degrees. High risk foods rich in protein are dash and dash. Rice and wheat, fruits and vegetables, sugar and oil, fish and meat. सबसे ज़्यादा where do you find the microbes? It's in fish and meat. That is D is the right option. Okay. In case many a times you feel that you are not able to answer the questions, you are confused, you have absolutely no idea about the questions, I'll give you a link here for a video कि तुक्का कैसे मारे, how to make a guess. Guess works only when you know nothing of it, and guess की probability increases to be correct the more you have studied. So practice is what will get you marks and no tukkas, but still I've made a video and given you a link. In case you don't know the answer, watch it and attempt it. Which of the following methods is required for preventing food spoilage? Removal of salt from water, yes. Addition of water in food, no. Removal of moisture from food. Which of the following is required for preventing food spoilage? That is why I said read the question very carefully. How to prevent food spoilage? Removal of moisture from food or availability of oxygen. Which is it that you tell me? Removal of salt from food or removal of moisture? Removal of moisture from food. So C is the right answer. That is why milk is perishable, but milk powder is not perishable, because you have removed all the moisture from food. You sun dry food to remove the moisture from food. So question number 21 is over, but you have a choice out here. Rice, wheat, pulses are dash types of food. They last for how long? Can you tell me? Do you have to buy them every day or another? Every week? No. So these are all non-perishable foods. So the option is C. So we have finished part A and part B objective also, and we have practiced case study based questions also. Case study based have been introduced this time, so practice them well. And now we have scored 21 on 21. This is final. Practice it well. If you know somebody who's not able to practice, who's not able to understand, do forward these videos, share them, discuss them. And again, I'm emphasizing attempt only after reading the lessons, watching the videos. If you have actually liked it, do subscribe. If you have any feedback, give it to me in your comments. They are most motivating for me. Thanks a lot. See you in the next video.